the chat. Let's see. I gotta go in and make sure that people, oh, where is that at? So that I don't get crazy comments in here. Let's see, community moderation. Yes, okay. Because this goes live, like YouTube, I guess YouTube will also push these videos out. I'm not sure. So here we go. So like crazy people just like will come on here and say like crazy things. So I love my new hair. I know it's early, y'all. I know it's early, but I do have a phone interview today at 11. So I don't really need to like put on makeup or anything, but I'm going to because it's actually on my bingo card that I do that. But I figured I'd come on here and do my nails with you guys because I've never done my nails with you guys. And I was thinking about which one should I go with. And I've actually linked them. I don't know. They're like somewhere on this video, in this video. I don't know. YouTube has that new shopping thing. I mean, it's not like super new, but it's still fairly new to me. Hi, Lashonda. Thank you. I love it so much. I'm like literally obsessed. But like my all-time favorite press-on nail is the color Lovely by the Kiss Impress nails. They are currently on sale on their website, which it's linked down below, for like $240 or $340. I ended up buying some and it says delivered and I didn't get them. So I was gonna go with those for my interview because they're like the perfect, to me, they're like the perfect color. And I didn't want to go I just wanted something really natural. So I'm going with this color, which I also linked down below. This is the Bear French and these are really cute. So this is, it says Heroic on the bottom, but when you look it up, if you're gonna buy them online, you find it by doing the Bear French. So good morning. How are you guys doing today? How was your weekend? How has your New Year's been? This is the first official full week of 2025. Did you guys start with your goals, resolutions, intentions last week, or did you start this week? By the way, whenever I do my nails, prep is so important. So if you are putting on press-on nails and you're not prepping your nails, and they're like coming off in like three hours, you need to prep them. You have to prep your nails. Because if you think about it, when you go into the salon, what do? They prep your nails. So I just have this nail. I worked with this company before. They also have press-on nails and I really like them. And this file is so good. So I just start off by filing my nails. Now I do need to cut some of them, but other than that, I don't really need to go through my cuticles, and honestly, I don't feel like doing that right now. So I'm not going to, but usually I will do that too. I won't do that every time. Like I'll do it probably like once a month. I know I should probably be doing it every 2 weeks, but it's whatever. So I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting my nails. But I really, really, really do love, like, you see how just, oh, they're just like so pretty. I think that they're gonna be perfect for my interview for tomorrow. Now today I have a phone interview. That job is in Georgia. And honestly, I mean, unless they offered me a ton of money, I obviously wouldn't be able to take that because I'd have to break my lease and stuff like that. And I don't think that would be like the best thing to do. But, you know, I'm like, practice. Why not? You just never know. You never know. So I'm gonna do it. And that, like I said, is gonna be a phone interview. And then tomorrow is finally with that temp agency I was telling y'all about. And I'm really, really, really excited because the temp agency, again, is making it sound like I am pretty much a shoo-in, that I'm the only one on their end that made it through to to interview with the actual client, which is really good. So they're making it sound like it's a shoo-in and I'm a shoo-in. And so I'm really excited. I'm really, really, really excited. So y'all pray for me, wish me luck. I'm excited because I'm definitely ready to just not be alone all the time. Like I'm constantly alone and I'm over it. I'm so over it. And I also obviously want more stability because YouTube over the years has just been so unstable or like not stable. So I just want that, additional security. So at this point I would, but I forgot to bring it with me. These do come with a little alcohol pad, and that is also something that you want to do, or get some acetone nail polish remover and do that too. But it's in the other room. I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like going in there, so we're just gonna, it'll be fine. But I would recommend that you go in with the alcohol pad after you've buffed your nails and stuff like that. So yeah, how are you guys doing? I pretty much know because I've been wearing press-on nails for, is it going on 4 years now? I think it is. Oh my gosh. I pretty much know. Now I can get 2 uses. Now, do my nails look like flawless? Like with the second go round, you can definitely see like a little bit of the nail on the side, but honestly, I'm just like, whatever. I would rather get 2 uses and deal with that little bit because it's not much. But I've been wearing these for so long that I pretty much know what numbers I need. And then for the pink, not the pinky, but these 3 fingers, it seems like they always have an additional, should I do this one? Because this one's a lot shorter. They usually have doubles of it, duplicates, so that way, see that one's so big. I'm really a 10, like my number is a 10 on my pinky, but obviously that's the one that I already used. The 9 is like a little too big, and then the 11 is like a little too small, but I think I'd rather go with the 11 than the 10, or yeah. And then this one is an 8 or a 7, and I have both of those. But look how pretty. I think it'll be perfect for tomorrow's interview because it's very modern, chic, not too crazy. And I'm so excited. I think what I'm gonna do, so my interview's at 9 tomorrow. And I have been waking up at 5:45, working out, showering, all that stuff. But I'm like, I think I'm gonna need to wake up at 5. I'm definitely gonna need to wake up earlier than 5:45. So tomorrow I'm going to test that out. I don't know when I would be starting, like when my day would actually start as far as the hours. Would it be 8? Would it be 7:30? I don't know. If I could pick, I'm gonna pick 7:30 so I can get home earlier. But with that being said, I'm gonna act as if tomorrow morning I have to be there at the place by 7:30. So I'm gonna leave the house and get up, get ready, get my workout in. Because here's what I want my morning routine to look like. Get up, obviously brush my teeth, all that stuff. I want to get my workout in first thing in the morning. Because here's the deal. I know me. I'm very much so more a morning person than I am an evening person. And if I'm like working, let's just say 7:30 to 4:30 or whatever, and I get home at 5, girl, I am not about to want to have to do a workout. Like I'm going to have to cook, get everything ready, make sure I prepare for the next day. I'm not going to want to work out. And even though I'm only working out for 20 minutes a day, it's still 20 minutes and it's still just, for me, it's easier for me to just get it done in the morning. So that just means I'm going to have to get up earlier. So with that being said, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to try that tomorrow. But like I said, I've been trying the 5:45. It's not working. So I'm going to have to do, what is it? I'm going to try 5:30 tomorrow. And if I'm still not able to be out in my car, out the house by 7:30, then I'm going to have to get up at 5, which is fine. Good morning, Connie. Hi, Adele. Oh my gosh, yes, it's so much lower maintenance because it takes like hardly any time to like actually wash it. It takes very little time to blow dry it. It takes very little time to go through and straighten it. And it pretty much, for the most part, stays like this. Like I will what I've been doing is like putting in dry shampoo at night. And then I put a lot of oil on my face at night. So I have been wearing a bonnet. So that way my hair doesn't get oily, and I'm putting dry shampoo in my hair. So that way, for the most part, usually I'll just brush it, and I might have to go here and there through it with a straightener the next days. But yeah, way lower maintenance because it was like down my back. So washing it, drying it, not really straightening it, but just washing and drying, more so washing, was just becoming such a hassle. And I was so over the long hair. My mom was just like, because when I told her I was gonna, this glue that they have on here, ooh, they really increased the glue. By the way, I have this link somewhere in this video. I don't know if they link it in the description box, if it's on the screen, I don't know. But these are my favorite brand. This one right here I'm wearing for the interview tomorrow, Bare French. These will stay on my nails between a week to 2 weeks. And I love them. I also linked this glue, which I love, but then I also love this glue as well. I don't think that one is better than the other. I'm gonna be honest. People on TikTok say like, oh my gosh, my nails last for 30 days with this glue. I don't know, girl, I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, I love it. I knew it was gonna look good because I've done bobs before and I've done angled bobs before. And so I knew going in that I was gonna like it as long as it's cut right, you know what I mean? And I trusted her, and I think that she did a really good job. So by the way, whenever I put these nails on, I put the glue on. Since the impressed nails have the glue on the nail, I just put the glue on my actual nail, and then you go in at a 45-degree angle, press it down, like connect it up to that cuticle, right? So look how good that looks. Does that not look amazing? I love this. I love this so much. It's gonna look so good for my interview. And just obviously, like, I'm gonna wear these for like a week or two. But I will put it on both, right? And then when I do, because I like to hold it there for a minute, because I also think that that's important. So I will go like this and hold it, and then this one's name is Ziggy, so hopefully none of yours is named Ziggy. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute. Oh, is he not working? He'll like go, this thing will go off. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute. Starting now.
Control did that. Yes, girl. Okay, so I said 2024 was a very, very, very tough year for me. So towards the end of it, I definitely started feeling better. And I said, I have been talking and wanting to cut my hair, but just been chicken, because every time I've cut my hair, and I know if I'm hesitant about it, like, I'm not gonna like it. Like, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, it looks great, and I'm gonna like it for a week, and then I'm gonna be seeing old videos or old pictures of my longer hair, and I'm gonna be so devastated and being like, oh, I want my hair. So I'll start growing it back immediately, pretty much. But I've been talking about it for a couple of years now, and with this year, and knowing also that I have these interviews coming up, and this job that I'm interviewing for tomorrow, like the guy told me, like, you have like, basically, if you impress her and she likes you, the job is yours. You know, you just have to impress her. Ziggy, stop. So with that being said, knowing that I'm going to be working a 40-hour a week job, but then also still continuing to do YouTube, I'm not going to have that much time. And I don't know, like, I think with my hair, like, it just was like dragging and it was so long, and I just really didn't do much with it. And I just think that this is just it. Like, you literally don't have to do anything to, well, I do. I mean, I have to straighten it, because if I don't, I look like Lord Farquaad. But when I straighten it, it's very low maintenance, but it looks so stylish, it looks so chic, and it's like I barely tried. You know what I mean? So I absolutely love it. But I also went into I did it last year at the end of the year, and it was very symbolic for me, for sure, because the year was so tough. I was like, I am doing this because I am cutting off all of the dead weight of this year. And I wanted to go into 2025 with just a fresh look, like a fresh outlook on life, a fresh look, just all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And I happen to love it. So I'm actually going to keep it short for a while. I'm going to not trying to grow my hair out. Like I said, that can change in 3 months, but I don't see it, because I had long hair for so long and it was just getting to be so tedious, and I was kind of over it. So I definitely want to keep my hair shorter for a while, because it's just so much easier. So again, I put the glue on and then go in at a 45-degree angle, press it down. Have any of you guys stopped going to the salon and have switched to press-on nails as well? I love being able to look down and see that my nails are done, and it took like next to no time. And on top of that, like right now, my all-time favorite color, the Impress Lovely, that's the name of the color name, is on sale for like $2.40. Like, stock up, girl. Like, I love that color. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute. And they're just so good. So, and welcome from Los Angeles. I want to go to Los Angeles so bad. It's in accounting. So, it's the one that I interviewed for last week was like, you guys all kind of picked up on the fact that it was kind of like healthcare. Well, obviously, because I said I'd be wearing scrubs, and then I talked about that test that I would have to take. But that job I really didn't want. But obviously, if I don't get this job and then I got offered that job, I will take it. But I don't really want to. I'd have to work weekends. No, hold on. I'd have to work like all holidays. Like, you don't get any holidays off at all. You don't get 4th of July. You don't get Thanksgiving. You don't get Christmas. You don't get New Year's. And she did say, like, obviously, you and the other front desk person would be switching for the big holidays like Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and whatnot. But I just can't. No. I mean, again, I would take it. Unless she's talking about $12 an hour, because she still didn't give me, Ziggy, stop. She still didn't give me a price range. Like, I don't understand how you can't give me a range. Ziggy, stop. Like, I understand that you're saying that HR is the one that handles that, and that, you know, but like, you're the hiring manager, so you should at least be able to give me some kind of price range. Because like I said, she probably wants that test before, but I'm not getting it before I know how much, because again, like, I'm honestly thinking 15, but I would also have to work a 12-hour shift, either Saturday or Sunday a week, and that's overtime. So that would be nice, but then also it would be really, really, really hard to work that and then still keep up with this too. So I'm gonna put something on my lips because my lips are so dry. Hi, little Miss Maybe. How are you? Hi, Mandy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, Dale. Thank you. I love my hair. Oh, thank you, Carla. Yeah, like when I first, so you guys know, like, I'm losing weight and I'm back like full force into it, right? Like I started 75 Soft on January 1st. I was actually, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of trying to talk myself out of it because I was like, well, Jill, January 1st is a Wednesday, and you could totally wait until today, the first Monday of January, and you could start then and this and that. I said, no, but you are starting on January 1st. There is no excuses. I don't care that it's a Wednesday. You are freaking starting. And so, yeah, I started 75 Soft, and it feels great. Let me tell you something. I will know, and I don't feel like I do take for granted the fact that I don't really have like chronic fatigue or like chronic pain. I can't even imagine. But just what I went through last year, I'm just even that much more grateful that I can work out and that I can, do things on a daily basis like clean and take care of myself and just the basics, because in basically September, October, November, December, like part of December, that shit was hard. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute. So yeah. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Oh, I wish I could do my own hair. I do not trust myself with my own hair. Absolutely not. But I love that. If I could and I trusted myself and I thought I could actually do a good job, I would, but I don't think it's my forte. So, yeah, no, I agree. I agree, Adele. Like 100%, some kind of price range. Like I understand that you can't give me a specific. And the thing that kind of sucks is, you guys know I went to school, right? I went to school. It was a business college. I have a certificate. It's in accounting. Some people were saying like it can be like it was counted, and that some of them went back and said, because the owner was like, oh, this is actually an associate's and we can claim it as an associate. So some people were able to go back and get like the actual thing saying it was an associate's degree. So with that being said, Ziggy, stop. I, in 2008, lost everything. Like every single thing that I owned, me and my son lost everything. So all important paperwork. Oh, I didn't put 2 of these down. All important paperwork, like all diplomas, like everything. Like I was thinking about this the other day when my parents were here. I was like, what did I do with that Oprah ring that y'all bought me for my 18th birthday? Like I know I would not give that away or throw it away. Like I know I wouldn't. Like I loved that ring. And then I was like, oh, it was in the house. Like I literally lost everything. So my diploma was in that house that I lost everything in, and I can't, like, the school's closed, so I have no idea how I would get access to that diploma. And since I wouldn't be able to actually show her this is my diploma and her make a copy of it, that was another thing. She's like, well, you're going to get paid less. And I'm like, I mean, I get it, but I'm also like, it's not fair. Like, and I told her, I said, I lost it in a house. Like, it's in a house. Like, I don't have access to it anymore, and the school's not open. So I don't know. What do you do? Like, is there something that you can do in that situation? Is there somewhere you can go? Like some kind of records? Like it was back in 1999. So I don't know. It was a really long time ago, but I surely would love to have that. Even not just for that, just to have it, you know what I mean? Like that was an accomplishment. That was something that I accomplished. And yeah, so no price range, but she did, like I said, tell me that I would be making less because I wouldn't be able to show her proof of me actually having the degree. And then she was like, you will have to get us your high school transcripts, should you be hired and whatnot. So like I said, I don't know. I don't really want that job anyway. So let's just pray that I get this job that I'm interviewing for tomorrow. Oh, that one went on crooked. Oh, I hate that. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I really don't want this because it's gonna drive me nuts. Because I will literally sit here throughout the day and just go like this. Because I love, like, doesn't this look so good? I love just looking at my nails. They're so pretty. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts though, because it's crooked. And I'm like pressing it down and I'm trying to get it up. Hold on, let me see if I can get it up. How is y'all's New Year's starting? Mine has been great. It's been really, really, really great. Like, it shouldn't have stuck that much. Obviously, I can't use this one anymore. I usually obviously do pay more attention to it when I am like putting this on to make sure that they're not, this actually, I could have cut this cuticle. Hold please, I think I am. What was I saying? Oh, I usually do pay more attention and do a better job at doing that, but obviously like it's harder when you're talking. But I was like, I'm gonna go live and talk to my peoples, my girls. Because I like, obviously, like I said, I wasn't on this channel for so long and I've missed you guys a lot. And ooh, I don't know, is that the glue? Oh, I think it is. But yeah, I've missed you guys. And so I don't know how often I'll actually, which I haven't really been going live. I don't really go live much, but I was wanting to start going live more often. But if I get this job, like, I don't know. Because I was just thinking today too, I was like, all of the things I do, and trust me when I say I know how grateful I am for this job, right? I know how grateful I am. And I know like what a luxury it is to be able to, run errands anytime I want and meal prep anytime I want. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute. So, I'm not sure how to help you with that. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute. So I understand how much of a luxury that is. And I was thinking, I was like, oh, like I'm gonna have to start doing like all of the things that I do that you guys see me do, like errands, meal prepping, meal planning I can do whenever. But it's just like grocery shopping, all that stuff is like during the day when I'll be working. So how would I get to the school though? Like the school, like you can't, State's Department of Higher Education. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a screenshot. Oh, I'm supposed to be holding these. I've been applying to like administrative assistant positions. Ziggy, set a timer for 30 seconds. I'm just gonna hold these for another 30 seconds. Accounting, but also Ziggy, stop. Also, accounting. Okay. Let me start over. Accounting positions and also administrative assistant positions. So yeah. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so I think I took the screenshot. So call the State's Department of Higher Education to see if they can help. I will do that. Maybe the school can do a letter that said you were there and passed the exam. I like when I Google the exam, or when I Google the school, Ziggy, stop. It tells me that there's no number, like it's closed. I don't know who I would contact. I can't do any more financial aid. I kind of maxed out on it, so I wouldn't be able to, but trust me when I say I would love to get into a company that, because I have a lot of accounting credits for a bachelor's degree, because I also have gone to online schooling. I went for years when the kids were little, and I really I think I did like all my core classes. I remember taking an English class. I remember taking what's the other ones? Math, oh my God. I took a calculus, like, oh my, don't even ask. That was so freaking hard. Calculus. I also took, I think I took a biology class. So I want to say like all of my core classes are over and I would just need to do my accounting classes. So trust me when I say like I definitely want to finish my bachelor's, but like right now I'm not in a financial situation where I can, but I would love to find a company that, you know, some companies pay for continuing education. So if I could get that, that would be great. Or get to a point where I could save for classes and whatnot to finish my degree. I don't know how many credits I have and how long it would take for me to finish, but I know I have, it's not going to be the full 4 years. So I kind of have an advantage there, but the school is still open, but they said they don't have, oh, damn. See, that's what I was worried about too, because it was so long ago. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute. Ziggy, set a timer for 1 minute. Did that mean he didn't get hired? Or was it like a thing where they're like, oh, well, we're just going to pay you less because you can't prove? Yeah, well, this job, honestly, like I said, I really don't want this job. If I get the job that I'm interviewing for tomorrow, then I'm not even going to worry about the job that I interviewed for last week. So I wouldn't even have to worry about having that, but I still just want it for my own records. And like I said, I do want to continue my education. I would love to do like, I think I just did a major, but I would love to finish my accounting and then maybe see if I could minor in either business or marketing, like social media marketing or something like that. The trucking industry. Huh. Do you actually like drive the trucks? That's something I can't. Don't ask me to drive anything because Ziggy, stop. I know that the schools are always looking for bus drivers, and I've thought about it because, you know, they have great benefits and stuff, and I was just like, no, like I'm responsible for these kids, and Ziggy, stop. Thank you. So I'm finished. They look so good. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting on my makeup. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. Oh wait, was this? Okay, it's fine. These go in the trash now because I'm done. Actually, I'm gonna save them just in case one of these pops off. I do have some like a pointer and then the middle. I can do, what time? Okay, it's 9. I have 2 hours. I have the cutest outfit. Like in my head, it looks so cute, right? I don't know if you guys remember, there's this, it was this picture I took and it was actually Torrid asked if they could repost it on their Instagram. And so it was reposted on their Instagram. It was years ago. It was still when I was I still, yes, I was still married. So that was 2018 that they did it. I've had that jacket that long. It's really cute. It's like a little, olive green kind of military style jacket. I want to wear that today. It's raining. I need to go to, not Amazon, but I need to go to UPS. And I also challenged myself on my bingo card for January that I have to go somewhere every day. And it can be as simple, like it doesn't have to be like I have to get in my car. It can be as simple as like going to the apartment complex gym. But I just want to get in the habit of like getting out of the house and just stop being so stuck in here. It could be going to Starbucks. I do have a gift card, so I could do that. I could work there. I actually don't have anything to edit right now, but I could do that. I could do, I don't know, just like a lot of different things. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I want to look cute today. So I was going to put on some jeans and I wasn't sure what shirt I was going to put on underneath it. It's rainy, it's cold, so I'm definitely wearing knee-high boots. and they're brown ones, and they haven't been able to fit. Like, okay, so I could still put them on, but girl, it was a struggle, and they were like tight, and they were not comfortable. But now that I've lost weight, I actually haven't tried them on, but I think that they'll be able to fit really well. And so I'm gonna do that. That's my outfit. Obviously, like in my head, it looks so much cuter. Like I know what it looks like in my head, but sometimes you can have an outfit planned and in your head it looks one way. Hold on one second. I forgot this light's not on. And then in reality, it looks a completely different way. So we'll see. But I'm gonna vlog that. So yeah. Look how good these look. I think they're perfect. I love them so much. Impress, like I said, has a sale right now where my favorite all-time color that they have, which is the color Lovely. It's a very like whitish pink. It's matte. It's beautiful. I freaking love it. It's currently on sale for, it's either $2 or $3. It's something like that. But I have it linked somewhere on, it's like in the description or somewhere on here if you guys want to go check that out and get some press-on nails. I also linked my glue that I use, like my two favorite glues, which is this one and this one. So those are also linked. But yeah, if you like press-on nails or wanted to try press-on nails, like now is the time, because if you don't like that color, they also have other colors. Like they have like several pages of colors that they have on sale. The only thing I'm worried about is this sale with this specific color that I love. Does this mean that they're discontinuing that color? Because I hope not. Because girls, so I need to purchase like 100 of them. Obviously I'm not. But I actually did make a purchase, and they were delivered to my mailbox on either Wednesday. No, Wednesday was New Year's Day. So they were delivered on Thursday. And when I got the key out of my locker, like out of my mailbox to go open, it was someone else's. Like there was three packages from someone else. And so I went and I gave them to the leasing office, and I said, hey, this said that it was delivered in my mailbox, and this is what was in my mailbox. Like this was the key that opened, or the key opened this package locker, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And so I contacted Impress and I haven't heard back from them. So I better get my freaking nails. Someone better. I'm so tired. Like this happens all the time in this apartment complex, and it's drives me nuts. But anyways. Yeah, no drive. Oh, you don't drive. Okay. That's cool though. That's what I would love to do too, is like work at a company where you could work your way up. Oh, that's awesome. Do you love working from home? I'm kind of at the point right now where I need to get out. Like I've worked from home for so long that I'm just over it. And I just really want a like really, really structured routine right now. Like I think it will be best for me right now. Oh, that's good. That's good that he got hired. Ugh, that sucks. They didn't have electronic filing in the 90s. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. Miss you too. How have you been? We need to schedule a time to talk. No, we've both been so busy. I've been not feeling great, so y'all was obsessed with that Match Factory game. I can't really play it as much now that I'm back feeling better, but I'm so thankful for it that it was available, because it kept me very, very, very entertained the past 3 months. I actually have applied for several gyms, and I had an interview last year, and I really, really, really wanted that position. It was part-time. It was just a few hours every day in the evening, and maybe like, I think like a Saturday or two. I don't remember. But I would have a base pay, but then on top of that, they would also pay me commission. And I really, really, really wanted that job. And I felt like the lady really liked me, and I felt like I had a really good chance. but she didn't hire me. So yeah. And then I also applied at Planet Fitness last month. I went and I looked to see. I mean, there's no update on my resume. It just says applied. It doesn't say anything about, company viewed or anything like that. It still just says applied. So yeah, but I have tried to work at gyms, but I haven't been able to get a job. Yeah, so good for my mental health too. Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like working from home. Oh, you're saying would you ever join a gym? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I know I was like specifically looking for because I was a member of Planet Fitness and then I was a member of the Y. I'm really looking for dance classes, and especially in that time, like I really wasn't able to do Pilates or yoga like I can now. And as I continue to lose weight, obviously it'll like get easier and easier. But that was really difficult. So it was really hard for me to find, and that was really the only class I feel like I was able to do as a dance class. So that's all I was really looking for. So I think that is very helpful. It is very, very, very helpful. But yeah, I had a Planet Fitness membership at one point. I can do my makeup any way I want to today because I'm not actually going in person. And it's not going to be a phone or like from my understanding, it's just, I mean, they said a phone interview. So I would assume if it was, yeah, it's not going to be like a FaceTime thing. So question, what would you guys do? What would you guys do if you got an offer for a job and it was at a place that you've always wanted to work at, but it's in Georgia? So that means you would have to move back to where you came from, like move back home. But then on top of that, you'd have to break your lease and all that stuff. But it's like a company you've always wanted to work for, okay? And say it's like, I don't know, like the money is really good and the benefits are like exceptional, all that stuff. But then you also get the job here and the money is also really good and the benefits are also really exceptional. Like, what would you do? Because my thing is, like, it's so freaking expensive to live here. Like, it's so expensive to live here. And I'm not just talking about in this apartment. I'm just talking about in general. And, whew, girl, I don't know. But obviously, that's a what if situation. We don't know, and I'm not in that. But, like, obviously, I'm thinking about it. Like, what would I do if I did get both of them? I don't know. As Ava says she was down to move back. I don't know. She says she was down. Yep, I did all that. Okay. Oh, Jennifer, I wish we lived closer too. I tried to make it up to Toronto. I really wanted to make it up there this year or last year, and I just didn't. But you guys know what? So with me, my ex and I, we have joint custody, even though I know like I should have full custody. Like that's just not how it was when we did the divorce. And I didn't have a lawyer. He didn't have a lawyer. I did have someone who worked for a lawyer who did the paperwork for me. So it was like super simple and it was like super easy. I just went down to the courthouse, filed the paperwork, paid the money. They set up the court date. We went to court, this and that, and they, divorced. However, because of that, I couldn't fight for full custody or anything like that. And because of that, I actually can't get Ava a passport without his permission and like without his signature. I don't think he has to be there, but I do think that he has to like, oh yeah, there's paperwork. And I gave it to him and he told me he was going to get it back to me and he never did. So I wouldn't have been able to. I mean, I guess I could have hounded him, but yeah, but this year she turned 16, and when your child turns 16, then they just need the one parent. So I wouldn't have to ask him. So maybe this year I'll make it up there. I really, really, really want to go because you guys know I'm from Buffalo. My kids have never been up there. I haven't been up there since my grandma passed away, which is a really long time ago. Contrell is 2. He had just turned 2, or like he was about to turn 2. I don't remember when she passed, but Toronto is like 2 hours away from Buffalo. So obviously I want to take them to where I grew up, and then I also want to take them to Niagara Falls, because hello, like you can't go to Buffalo without going to Niagara Falls, right? And then obviously, like if you've been to Niagara Falls, you already know that the American side, while it's beautiful, is nothing compared to the Canadian side. But now they have where you have to have a passport to get cross over the border. So it used to just be, I think, a driver's license or your birth certificate. I can't remember, but yeah, they changed it. So I would actually have to do that. But yeah, if I make it there, Jennifer, I'm coming to stay with you. Yeah, no, I feel you, Harley girl or Harley gal. Like I would want to be home too. Girl, yes. Yes, I have tried Bank of America. Yes, they are like headquartered out of headquarters here in Charlotte. You know what I really, really, really want to do is I want to be a teller. Like I've always wanted to be a teller, because I don't think that they really make much, but like in a bank, obviously you can start there and then work your way up, right? But I just think that the hours are so good. You get all the holidays off. I have like cash handling experience, all that stuff. But like even when I was going to school, freshly graduated, worked in a grocery store and I was a bookkeeper. So I've always like I've had high volume cash handling experience. But I could never get hired. And I've been applying for lots of teller positions because I would love to work at a bank. And yeah, no one's hired me. Like I said, I have tried. Even when I was in my 20s, like I was like, that just sounds like such a great job to have. I've applied for a couple of credit unions, and I don't know, like maybe I should. No, I actually did put high volume cash handling experience on my resume, because at first I didn't have it, and then I was like, if I'm trying to work at a bank, I would need that. But I actually haven't seen any, and I really don't love the idea of like having to go uptown, like downtown every day. I wouldn't really like that, and that's where they're like actually headquartered at. Yes, Jennifer, we can do that. Yes, yes, it is, girl. I am too. Crunch Fitness? I don't know that we have a Crunch Fitness. I'll have to look into that. Huh. You'd move back, Whitley? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like people like literally retire there. Like it was hard. Like fresh out of school, I think I was trying to apply for jobs that I know for sure if I wasn't applying, it was because there were none. Because everyone wanted to work, like everyone wanted to work at this place. And I feel like it's one of those places that people retire at, and it's a really good company to work for. And so that's what I was thinking, but I'm also like, I don't know how much it would be to break the lease. But if I'm going to be working, the only thing is, no, well, I could do dance classes on Saturday, every other Saturday. But there would be no dance classes unless my favorite instructor does have one at the Y. She has one Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30. But, and I know obviously, like I know where the place is located and I know where the gym is located. And I feel like if I got off at 5, I might be able to make it. So actually, I probably would. So I would not only have my parents, the amazing company to work for, and oh, it's also in payroll too. And I love doing payroll. Like I literally loved doing payroll. Oh my gosh, it was my favorite. Next to doing purchasing, I also did purchasing for a home building company. But I loved doing payroll a lot. And so it's also a payroll position too. Um, but yeah, I would also have my dance classes again. So yeah. The blue stick is, this is the Tula Glow Plus Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. It's by Tula. Look how good my nails look. Y'all, I love, like, I'm sorry. I just love, and they look so like, they look so good. Like, you know how like a French is like super, oh, this one's crooked too, y'all. I didn't do a great job. I should have probably just did my makeup and did my nails off camera, because that one is so crooked. It's gonna drive me nuts. But you know, like, I love a French too, but a French is just like, it's very, very white. And this is just, it's like perfect because it's, I don't know, it's just like one of those, it's like more bare. But yeah, this is it. I really like this, and it's very, very, very moisturizing. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Carla. I'm gonna screenshot this. Hopefully I don't, yeah, I did the right buttons. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do that. You would go back to Georgia, Jennifer? Yeah. I honestly think, like, obviously, Contrell is thriving here. And like I said in yesterday's vlog, like, that's a big thing that has me like, ugh. And I think it would be really hard. But I also understand, like I said, he's an adult and he's doing this schooling now. He wants to do a second year. He has a place where he could stay for the summer if we do move. And he also wants to do a second year, which means he's going to be gone for another 9 months. And it's very possible that he could get a job with the church or get a job through connections through the church. So he could like have his life set, and he's got friends, and you know, they feel like family to him, and great male role models. So he is definitely thriving. And I was thinking about how like I felt like it was, I needed to move here, and this was the place specifically, like here in this apartment complex specifically, because I was talking to him about it, you know, and I was like, if we never moved, and I knew that we were to move here in this apartment complex for a specific reason, and I'm just like, why? Like, why? Like, I don't understand why, because like I'm not having any luck meeting people. Ava, she has friends, but she's just going through some things. And so she like has friends, like her best friend is still in Georgia. So it's like she would be back with her, and I don't know. I just think that it would be like better for both of us, because we're both, her and I both, and she never really liked it here. She's always been like, I don't like it here. But then, well, no, I guess at some point she was like, no, I don't want to go back. Actually, hold on that. I've been doing my makeup a new way, because like, you see how this blush, it's like really harsh. And then yeah, I can like go and blend it out, but I still feel like it stays really harsh. So I have this new technique that I've been doing that makes it look so pretty and just so seamless. So, yeah, I just don't know how much it would be to break this lease. And then also, but girl, I have been looking for like, you know, just like 2-bedroom townhouses, and they're way cheaper. Like I could get back into, I don't know how many of, you know, you guys know the townhouse I lived in with the kids. I don't know why they built like thousands of them in that area, because whenever I look, that's like all I see. But the only thing is like that kitchen was so small. But obviously, like I have, like, it would just be really awesome to not have to pay $2,000 every month, because it's insane. And honestly, there's nothing cheaper around here. Like I'm looking at these houses, and they're all like, I mean, obviously I could move to another area, but I don't know those areas. They don't look like good areas. I don't know this area well enough to know, like, will we feel safe there? And in Georgia, obviously, I lived there for however many years, so I know the good areas, and the good areas are still cheaper than it is here. So, I don't know. I think I would probably do that too, but if I get this job, like I also would take that as a sign that I need to move back, like 100%. Um, one of those cost of living comparison charts and weigh your options. I already know it's cheaper there. I already know. Because also, like I said, like I could live in a great area where I know like it's safe and I know that I'm gonna feel safe, she's gonna feel safe, and on top of that, the rent is way cheaper. And I'm not sure about the housing. Yeah, the houses are cheaper too. Yeah, they are. So it's definitely cheaper there. And yeah, it would just be way cheaper. Yeah, I want to save money. I would really love to live with my parents, but I don't think that they'd have. I think they'd be like, no. Which honestly, like obviously, if I did that, then if it was an option, I could save so much money though. Oh my gosh, I could save so much money. Who knows? If I'm working and Ava's working, we wouldn't really be there that much. I mean, we would, but not like I would be just doing YouTube. Yes, girl. Oh, I would love to be there too. That would just be so awesome. It would be so good to network and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to go to a fashion show, and that would be so awesome. So yeah. When you will want Tony, huh? Uh, your hometown is New York City. You're currently in Atlanta. You wouldn't take the job back in New York City, or you wouldn't take a job back or no, you're in Atlanta. Or you're saying you wouldn't take the job in Georgia. Um Not kind of. It's CL like a little bit. But I like he'll get a job, and then like a W-2 job, and then he'll work it for like 2 months, and I might get like a little bit. Like it wasn't last year but the year before, like when I was dating William. I was so excited because I had this brand deal with Shein that I was going to sign with. I was going to do a contract with them, and then I was going to do I had a contract with Dossier. I had it was a contract with someone else that I had. I cannot remember. It was another brand. And then he was paying child support because he got this job, so he was going to have to start paying. And between all of those things, just the brand deals and his child support was going to pay my bills. And I was just so ecstatic because I was like, oh my gosh, finally, I'm finally feeling like I'm getting out of this financial situation. By the way, I was talking about the blush is like still harsh, right? But I will take this. I love this brush. It's the F86 from Sigma. I've had this for years. I'm talking like, oh my gosh. I don't, probably when I was still living in Atlanta in like 2012, 2011, like, oh my gosh. But I will take the concealer, and then I will just like kind of start coming down here. And I promise you, it looks stronger on camera than it does in real life. But I will like go ahead and also like carve out my nose. Like I'll like make this part lighter so that the bronzer color stands out more, and then I'll like go and blend that. But I just feel like doing this makes it just blends the blush better, and it just makes it look so much more seamless, and I've just been loving it. It's so pretty. So yeah, speaking of, okay, so back to the ex. He does have a W-2 job again, but again, we don't depend on that. We don't depend on that income. As a matter of fact, I said he starts paying child support, and then you guys know, like, it's my goal, or maybe you don't know, but it's my goal to pay off my car this year and to also pay off as many credit cards as I can. And so if I do pay off my car, I'll be paying it off an entire year earlier, which is awesome. So I would end up saving a lot on interest and whatnot. But if I get this job that I interview for tomorrow, or if I get this job that I interview for today, and then I move back to Georgia, obviously my rent would be cheaper. Everything, my expenses in general would be completely cheaper. But I would take whatever money I end up getting from him and I would just put that straight to my car, just straight to my car, because it's money that I'm not used to having anyways. And as long as I'm like, if I'm financially okay, you know what I mean? Like if I'm financially okay, I'm like, this money just doesn't even exist. Like we've been living without it for so long. Just put it straight towards the car and then just pay it off early. But for now, he does have a W-2 job. We don't know how long it's going to last, but we pray that it's going to last. This is another reason why I'm more okay with moving back to Georgia. He moved back to his hometown, so he is no longer there. So I wouldn't have to worry about looking over my shoulder, which honestly, because he hasn't paid child support in so long and he's so much in the arrears, he has a warrant out for his arrest. So girl, if he tried that bullshit that he was trying before we moved, all I would have to do is just call boop boop boop. Because first, number one, we're not married anymore, okay? So the cops can't pull that bullshit about, oh, well, y'all are still married, so technically he can still be here. And it's like, actually, no, he can't, because he does not, like, his name is not on this lease, like, at all. Like, he is stalking me. I don't understand what you don't understand about that. But anyways, I probably wouldn't have to worry about that, because if he did show up at my house, then I could just, and then he has a warrant, so they would have to arrest him. You know what I mean? So I don't think he would play with me like that, but I still just wouldn't feel like, say, because I don't know, he was like, y'all, he was like showing up at the gym, like, I don't even want to go into all that, but it was just, I had to leave. That was another reason why I really had to leave, and that's another reason why, like, I'm kind of like really wanting to go back, because he's not there anymore. He moved, when did he move? His mom passed in July. That was really sad, because I really wanted to go and I couldn't. And he really upset me, because I told him, I said, I don't have the money, and I just can't make it, and I really want to, and I wish that you could find a way to at least get the kids down there, because I can't. But if you, because I'm not like, yes, I have no beef with his family, and his family's great and stuff like that, but like, we still have not, they haven't reached out to my kids. Like, we haven't like kept any kind of relationship. So while I feel like going and being like, you know, like, I would have a conversation with them, like, I have no ill will against them, like, I think they're great people, this and that, yada yada, all this kind of stuff. However, your mom just passed, and I'm not about to ask you if I can stay in your home, because you have tons of people coming from out of town, and I'm just not going to ask anyone if I could, because also, like, my kids were like really uncomfortable because they don't know anyone. They were like, no, we don't want to stay at anyone's house. So the whole thing was we weren't going to be able to stay at anyone's house. We're going to need to stay in a hotel. So if we have to stay in a hotel, like, dude, you're going to have to pay for gas money for us to get up there, and you're going to have to pay for a hotel for a couple of days. And you're also going to either have to pay for Bella to have a pet sitter here, or you're going to have to pay extra for whatever hotel we stay in for her to be able to, you know, like, stay at the hotel. And I really, really, really wanted to go. And I was really upset, because we knew she was sick she's been sick for years, but she really started getting sick in February. And it was really, really, really hard for me, because I really wanted to take the kids, and I wanted to see her too. Like, again, I didn't have any ill will towards her either. And I have a lot of good memories with her. So I really wanted to see her before she passed, and I wasn't able to. And then she did pass in July. And he told me that he was going to pay for us. Like, he was going to send me money and that he was going to get the hotel and everything. And then the day before her funeral, which he didn't even tell me about, I found out from his sister on her Facebook. I was like, I can't make it there. I'm not going to make it there in a day. And like, he wasn't even talking about sending money anymore. So I was just like, I can't go. And that was really devastated. But I told the kids that we would like make a trip down there sometime and like do our own little goodbye ceremony, like at her grave site. So we will still do that. But anyways, he's moved back down there. I guess he's staying at his mom's house. And hopefully now that he's around family, they're going to be like, okay, look, you know, not like dealing with his BS. So maybe he'll, fingers crossed, he keeps that job for a while, and he does. But as far as like touching that arrears, he's not even like paying me, honestly. He's not even paying me like what he owes me per month, because I'm assuming he probably doesn't make that much. So with that being said, the money that is in the arrears hasn't even been touched, and who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it is helping. But I never, like I said, I never like to count on that money because it's never been consistent. I mean, he went a whole year and then went another whole year, I believe, without paying. So, how long have I been here? I think I've only gotten child support while I've been here in North Carolina. I think it was 4 times in the almost 4 years that I've been here. Where were you, Jennifer, last month? My room is ready. Yes, girl. Hell yeah. Hi, Vanessa. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. What are we at? Okay, we're good on time. This one, like I said, today is just a phone interview. Another thing is like, what if I do really good on this phone interview and then they're like, well, we need you to come. I put on my interview that I live in Augusta. Like, I put my parents' address on there. I guess I'd have to coordinate. Are y'all open on Monday, the Martin Luther King Day? We'll see how it goes. Like I said, if I don't have my resume on Indeed, this would be a good option since they tell you the pay range up front. What are you talking about? I do have my resume on Indeed. Huh. I'm gonna have to look at Crunch Fitness for real. Do I? I don't know that I have. I have a notebook. Let me see if I can find a pen. Because I want to write that down. I'm going to look into that. Because I have been to a couple of dance classes here. And they've been okay. Like, I haven't really found anything that I've loved. There is one that I went to that I was like, okay, if it was like you pay a certain amount each month kind of thing, and that's how they paid, you could pay for the classes, I would think about it, because it was the most fun out of all of them that I've done. However, it's like $20-something every class you take, girl. So I'm trying to find dance classes, obviously, like, that are affordable. And not just that, but like other classes too. Because like I said, as I continue to lose weight, like right now, I could probably take a Pilates class. And yes, I would struggle. But girl, how much have I? Almost like 50 pounds since my highest still. Still about 50 pounds down. So not yet last week. I don't know how much I have lost weight since I started last Wednesday. So I don't know where I'm at because I haven't weighed myself. But what am I trying to say? I feel like I could do Pilates classes, and I'm not just like, also the weight classes too, like the body pumps and stuff like that. I feel like I could do those as well. So I would have more options instead of just being able to do dance classes, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna look into it. Yes, Yorkie, your name's Kathy, right? I love doing payroll, and I think I would really like that job a lot. The cool thing about that too is not having a place there is I would be able to try to find a place really close to where I work. Cause y'all know I hate driving. I don't like to drive. Now, like my anxiety, y'all, my anxiety has been, I mean, cut like, I'm going to say cut in half, but it's more than half. My anxiety has gotten so much better with this new medication that I'm on. Oh my gosh. You don't even understand. Like everything was such an ordeal for me. Everything I had to work myself. Like if I wasn't working out, that's why I like relied so heavily on working out too. And I was telling my doctor, I was like, I feel this good without working out. I cannot wait to see how I feel once I start working out, which obviously I'm still feeling great. Like it just feels so good. But my anxiety has decreased so much that, like there is also a time where it's like, well, shoot, like I really need to get a job and I'm gonna get a job and I'm looking for a job, but what's gonna happen when I get the job? Like, am I gonna be like, just the depression and the anxiety was just so it took a lot out of me, and it was just a lot. It was hard to function every day. Like I had to force myself, so now I don't have to. It's just gonna be, this is my year, y'all. I'm trying not to say it because I always say that every year and then it ends up being real hard, but I'm like, this is my year, because I really do think that the medication is, and I've been really hesitant to kind of change that, but I'm so thankful that this time I felt like there was no way for me to, because I tried, you guys know, I tried for months to kind of go around it and whatnot, but it's been great. But yeah, I would love to be in payroll again. I really do love that. This job that I'm interviewing for tomorrow is in accounts payable. And I like accounts payable too, but I really love payroll. So that would be cool. Adele, yes. I made so many friends when I was going to in-person dance classes. It was awesome. Aw, good luck with your brand meeting, Jennifer. Love you. Thank you so much. Hi, Melissa. Oh, that's so cool. Anaheim, that's California, right? No, like Adele. So this is what I think. Okay, I needed to get away from my ex and I needed to heal. Like I needed to be away from all of that, in my opinion. I think that that's what I needed. But also, Cantrell needed to find the church that he's going to, because I feel like that's his plan and purpose for his life. Maybe it's not, like maybe he just needed to experience what he's experiencing now and like do several years, and then maybe he will move back to Georgia, once he's done and whatnot. But I honestly don't see him coming back. I could be wrong, but I don't see him coming back. So but the thing about that is I really do love this area and I think it's great. And I could always come back, like if I didn't have a job or whatever, if I was like, oh, like I wanted to go back or whatever, which I don't know that I would want to come back here, honestly. But I could always come back. And on top of that, like, if he's going to stay here, I could always, I'm going to be visiting him. So, but I think that I definitely needed to leave. So, I think it was just a chapter in my life, and I don't think that this was meant to be forever. And I'm really like strongly feeling that, because like I said, it's not just me, it's also Ava, who's like, I just feel like I don't belong here, and like I don't feel like this is home, and I don't really like it here. And she's got friends here, but she doesn't like it. So yeah. Good morning, Joni. Thank you. Melissa, right? I can only imagine. That's why I'm like, I know that there's only so much I can do, and there's only so much that child support can do on their end, and that they don't have like task forces for them to go, like, if, for all the men and probably women that have the court orders to, or like what are they called? The, the warrants for their arrest. Like, I understand, because I called and I was like, well, ma'am, he has a warrant for his arrest. Like, you know where he is. Like, why don't you just go get him? And she's like, well, we don't have a task force for that. So I can only imagine, because there's probably like thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are not paying child support and that are in the same situation. But I was also thinking about this, like, listen, you guys, if you don't have your driver's license, did you know, like, think about all the things you need your driver's license for. You cannot rent a car. You cannot buy a car. He doesn't have a car. You can't buy a car unless someone just gives it to you. But even if someone gives it to you, it has to be registered to them. You can't get insurance without a driver's license. You can't buy a car. You can't register your car. You can't buy a house. You can't get a loan. Like, think about all the things that you need your driver's license for. So until this man, and like, how do these men live? Like, seriously, how do they live? How do they live without being able to do anything? Like, I would not be able to move into this apartment. Like, how he's forever, if he doesn't pay this back and whatever, he will forever not have a driver's license, which means he's just gonna have to either be mooching off of people. He'll never have something of his own. Like, that's sad. I don't know. Like, again, the way he's been living, not for me. Can't, it's whatever. But yeah, I just thought about that, because he was talking about, like, sometimes I'll overhear him talking to the kids and just see what he's saying and whatnot. Or we're in the same room. It's not like I'm like eavesdropping, but like, I'll pretend I'm reading and listening. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna get a car. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, dude can't get a car. Like, he realizes that, right? All of it would be illegal. And I sure as hell am not letting my kids get in a car with him with an expired driver's license, because, well, now Kentrell's driving, so he could totally just drive. But I guess I would, because like I said, he could drive. But like, before he started driving, it's like, if he got pulled over, what would they do? I would have to go get my kids, and what are they going to do with them for the time being, So anyways, but yeah, it is crazy, and the lengths that they go to avoid paying, it's insane. And like I said, he's lived without with an expired license for, y'all, I think it was an expired when I moved here. So like, that's going on 4 years now. I can't even imagine. Hi, Devin. Thank you, girl. I think so too. Okay. Because here's the thing. I was like, okay, like, obviously I saw the position for the job and I was like, there's just no, like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways though. Because me and my therapist were talking, and she was like, just open right now, like, just open your net like really wide. Like, just do it. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I will. Because for a minute there, I was like, is it the Charlotte area that I'm not having luck with? Or like, what is it? Maybe I'll have more luck in Georgia. And so I saw that position and I said, oh, that would be real nice if I could work there. That'd be real nice. And I was talking about it with the kids, because obviously, like, it's a conversation it's a decision, like, I need to make the decision, but I also need to take into account how they feel about it too, right? So we've been talking about it, and I was thinking, I was like, if I get this job, that's God's sign. Like, that is my sign. Like, I have to move back, right? Because there's just no way. Like, I just, yeah, for sure. So like I said, we'll see how it goes. And obviously, if I have to go, like, if this phone interview does well, and I mean, do I tell them that I know that my resume said, like, has a Georgia address, but I'm actually currently living in North Carolina and in the process of moving to Georgia? Like, what do I tell them about that? Because I would obviously have to take a trip up there to do an in-person interview if that was the next step? Or do I just not say anything at all? No, I feel like that needs to be mentioned. What would y'all do? I would have to, that eyebrow person I found though, I would have to come back and get my eyebrows done by her though. Like I'm telling you, the hairstylist that I went to, I've never seen someone's brows look so freaking good. Oh my gosh. And I want to get my eyebrows microbladed so bad. It's not actually microbladed, it's micro shading now or something like that, but the gift of fear, no. Oh, I'm gonna write that down. I was thinking about that because I think I need to adjust my therapy because right now it's just kind of like talk therapy, but I'm not addressing like any of my trauma. And I feel like I have a lot of issues still. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't say PTSD, but you guys know that movie, It Ends With Us? That really freaking triggered me. Like, it really, and I went in knowing what it was about, preparing myself, but it really triggered me. And the book, It Ends With Us, also really, really, really triggered me. So it can come out of nowhere. Like sometimes I'll just be watching something and it'll trigger me and it'll set me back into like almost like I'm in that situation. And it's so hard for me to get out of. And I've asked her like when this stuff happens, like what do I do? And she hasn't really given me like good suggestions. So I honestly think that I need to go to a therapist who's really going to work with me on my trauma because I heard someone's story about how she was like so messed up from being in a relationship for 6 months. 6 months. I was in a relationship with a narcissist for like 15, 16 years. So, yeah, there's like a lot of stuff. And there's like obviously things like boundaries I'm working on, like 100%. Okay. Boundaries I'm working on, but that's something that you have to have relationships with, with people in order to set those boundaries and really enforce them. Like I've been enforcing them, like when I do, when I go on the dating apps and whatnot, and I'll enforce boundaries and stuff. But it's just different when you're in relationships and the stuff that comes up in my head, like the abandonment issues and just like certain other things. So I definitely think I'm going to read that, but I also definitely think I need to like really start working on the trauma. Do you think you're going to go back? I'm so sorry that you dealt with that too. It's hard. I freaking hate it. Yeah, it would help to know how much I'd be getting to. I don't think that they mentioned how much. No, obviously like I know how much I would be making. And I don't want to ever like YouTube is my dream, right? So I'm not giving up on YouTube. However, I would love to have a job where I would love to have a job where I could pay my bills and not have to rely on YouTube at all. So if I wanted to or needed to take a break, I could, for like a couple of weeks or whatever. Like I don't want to feel like I have to do this too because I don't know, like I feel like when YouTube becomes this thing where it's like I want to do it. I don't like not like I have to, you know what I mean? It's just like better. Like I think that you guys get a better viewing experience and I think that I just like it's just all around better for everyone, right? So I would love to find a job where I could actually pay my bills. And with this job tomorrow, I will still have to do YouTube. Like it won't be an option. Like I'll still have to. The money that it's making, well, it's good money. It's still not gonna be enough because it's expensive here. Like I told y'all, it's expensive here. And that was one thing I did not consider and think about when moving into an apartment complex is that every year apartments go up. Like every year, without fail, your rent is going up. And you can kind of negotiate a little bit, but they would rather lose a good tenant than to go down too low, which I think is crazy because if you look on the website, it's like, oh, so like this is how much you're like offering rent to new renters, but like me, someone who's been here and like consistently never paid rent late, never like the house looks great, like the apartment looks great. Obviously there's like scratches on the walls and like the carpets are dirty and stuff like that, but like I've kept this apartment very nice. Um, you would rather lose me than to like go down a couple $100 in rent. I think it's crazy, but I did not take into consideration the fact when I moved here that also another thing is, you know, they have like the price for the rent, right? But then we also have valet trash, which is $40 a month because that also goes up every year. So it's $40 a month that I'm paying for trash. I'm like, let me take the trash down to the dumpster. I will be happy to. I have to do it most of the time anyways. Not really, but I still have to do it a lot. Um, but $40 a month. And then like we pay water. So water is with our rent. But on top of that, we have to pay a $15 fee every single month. That is, I don't know, a $15 fee for the water company. My water bill is 70 freaking dollars. Like, are you kidding me? So while my rent is like 1,800, by the time you add up all those fees, it's $2,000. And that is a lot of freaking money, like a lot of money. And I just want to get back to paying like 1,200 for rent, 1,400, you know. And then townhouses, usually some of them will have a dumpster, so trash is taken care of. So like that 1,200 or 1,400 or whatever they're going for, they're different in different areas, um, different prices in different areas, but regardless, you pay that and then you're not having to pay, like you do have to pay your water bill, but it's, you pay your water bill. You don't pay a $15 fee on top of that. So technically 70 minus 15, whatever that is, that's what our water bill actually is. But I have to pay an extra $15 and I've been paying that for years. And that's something that they do not disclose to you. That's something that you don't find out until you move and then you see your first bill and then you're like, what's this $15 fee? And they're like, oh yeah, that's for everyone. I'm like, I feel like this is something you should mention to your people when they're like moving in, but they don't. At least when I moved in. And I really do think, I'm not going to say that this apartment complex is going downhill, but it's been through. So, like when I moved here, the first management that was here, I loved. They were amazing. The resident events that they did were so good. They were so nice. They were so, like, they just went above and beyond. They were amazing. And then I don't know what happened, but it was last year, all of them gone. Maintenance is still here, but all of the office people gone. And then they brought in another manager and she was okay. And then, I mean, it was a revolving door of leasing agents, though, all last year. And then that manager left. I don't know if she got fired or what happened. And then there's another leasing manager up there now, which I don't know her name. I barely talked to her. Like, I went up there the other day for my mail because, again, it's been misdelivered. And I don't know if the people that it was delivered to, like, hasn't checked their mail yet or they just stole it. I don't know, but like I've been dealing with the whole package thing for it's been a while too. But with the old management, it was just so different. Everything was just so different. I don't know. So I'm not saying it's going downhill, but the management I don't really love. So anyways, I don't know. I feel like I got on a tangent about that. W&T. So today I have an interview. It's a phone interview for a job in Georgia, and it's at a place that I've wanted to work for years, like forever. So like when I was in my 20s, like this is a job that I wanted. I wanted to work at this place. Like everyone wanted to work at this place. And it's also a payroll coordinator position, which I really, really, really would love to get back into payroll because I love doing payroll. And then I have a job interview tomorrow for here in North Carolina. and that is in accounting. Well, it's a accounts payable, but then dude at the temp agency also told me that they're also like, it's not just an accounts payable position. I don't know if they're just like really disorganized at the accounting, or not the accounting, but the temp agency, or if the client changed. I don't know. But he did tell me, by the way, I never heard from my daughter, but he did say like they got everything squared away with my drug tests and whatnot. So that was good. But that is for, he said like it was originally just going to be for accounts payable, but now he's saying that they're looking for accounts payable / customer service, which I'm actually not mad at, because the more variety you give me, the happier I'm going to be. Like, I think I would be happier doing like more variety. But I'm so excited. Oh, thank you, Devin. I literally feel like a different person. I'm telling you, like, I fought so hard. Like, no, I'm not taking additional medication. Like, no, I'm not adjusting my meds. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then because I knew like what I went through. I knew I was going to have to, because there's an adjustment period and stuff. And so while it was really difficult, it was much needed. And I am so glad that all of that went down, because if it didn't, then I wouldn't have been pushed to go take the medication and switch up what I was taking and like do the adjustments and stuff like that. Okay, this is not sticking. But I literally feel like I'm talking myself like before, but like a better version of myself before. Okay, I gotta redo this lash because I think the glue's already dry. But like a better version of myself, because like I'm more healed now, I have better boundaries than ever. Like, I'm still, because I have met some people here in North Carolina, one person in particular, and it's not my subscriber friend. So if my subscriber friend ever watches this, girl, hey, I miss you. She moved like 45 minutes away. So I actually haven't seen her since she moved. But so it's not her. Like, I love her. I think she's great. But it was someone else. It was one of my daughter's friends' moms, and she just, it was like a great scenario though. Like, we're both single moms. She travels a lot. We could go like on trips and this and that and da da da, and like we could hang out. And she did like lives right up the street and like all that kind of stuff. So great scenario, right? No. Like, she was just really rude to a waitress, and I just and there are some other things. So I'm like at this point in my life where I'm like, I would rather be alone than to deal with like toxic people. And I have met some people, or I've met people that have been like in relationships where I just would not be able to be their friend. And that's really like, I hate that, but it is what it is. Anxiety did cripple me. Like, it literally changed, like it changed my life for the worse, for sure. Like, it prevented me from doing so many things. And you hear the like, just be strong and just do this and just do that, and it's like, okay, like I was doing all that stuff, but it just like, it freaking cripples you. And you never know how you're gonna feel when you wake up. You never know, like, you could be feeling great, and then like 20 minutes down the line you're like in panic mode for no reason, and it's like, it's awful. I feel for anyone that deals with anxiety. So I'm just so freaking grateful that I'm glad that I went and I got the second and third opinions from different doctors, but I'm also really proud of myself for being brave enough and courageous enough, knowing that it was probably going to be a really hard transition to transition into new medication. I'm really proud of myself for doing that and being brave and courageous, because that was hard. But wow, I literally feel like a different person, and it feels amazing. It really does. Yeah, no. And that was something I had to really look at too. I did make so much progress, because I was also thinking, I will like get in my head obviously a lot and be like, oh, like, you didn't do anything. Like, you didn't set out to do anything that you wanted to do, and this and that. Like, you had so many goals, and like, you didn't accomplish like you maybe accomplish like one or two, and like I could really get down on myself, and sometimes I would, but then I would always go back to like, look, Jill, like you went through those months, and like if it was the year before, any other time, you would have gained every single pound that you had lost back and then some. 100%, you guys, if I didn't do all of the work that I did on myself in 2024 before I started feeling bad, I would be over 300 pounds again. Like that is something that there is no doubt in my mind that I would be well over 300 pounds after those months. So I'm giving myself major props for that, because that was a huge accomplishment. It was huge, 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 huge. And I already know, and I would also remind myself, like, Jill, as far as weight loss is concerned, that you wouldn't have stopped. You wouldn't have stopped. You wouldn't have stopped if you weren't kind of like forced into it, and to like having to kind of like learn to maintain. But I think that was also really good for me, because again, like obviously, yes, I gained some weight, and it is what it is. Like I was like super active, and then I wasn't active. So I don't even know. I mean, yeah, I was like eating more and stuff like that, but regardless of any of that, I am so proud of myself, because I've made so much progress, and I'm just so proud of myself, and I'm just thankful that I'm so thankful that I'm on the other side of it. And that was honestly what kept me going, is I kept reminding myself, like, Jill, it's not going to be like this forever. It's not going to be like this forever. It's not going to be like this forever. Because it got really scary there. Like it got really dark there for a while there, you guys. Like it got real scary, where I was just really hopeless. I lost all motivation to do anything. I just didn't care. I did not care. And I wasn't like having any of those thoughts, but I was scared that if I kept feeling the way that I was feeling, I was going to start having them. So I was completely honest and open with my doctor, and told her like how I was feeling. And that's when she suggested like the medication adjustment. She actually also talked about like possibly trying like new medications, or like a new medication altogether. And I was like, no, I would like to go up on the one that I've been taking for years. And when I'll just be honest with y'all, I'm taking Wellbutrin. So I've been taking 150 milligrams of Wellbutrin XL for years on end. Okay. I've been taking that for years. I take Klonopin, and I've been taking that for years too. That's what showed up in the drug test, I'm assuming, because it's a controlled substance. Because I don't think that they can even test for antidepressants, can they? And if they do, they need to not, because hello. But anyways, so I was taking that for years, and then every doctor I went to was like, you need to go on an SSRI, which is what Zoloft is. And there's different SSRIs, and they gave me an option, and I said, well, I was on Zoloft before, so let's just go with Zoloft. So they started me off on 25 milligrams, and then I did that for a week, and then moved up to 50. And that's where I'm currently at. But I was not doing well at all. And so when I told her, she was like, okay, the Zoloft's not working. And I was like, look, because I had read so many good reviews, and this is what actually made me go on the medication, because I was still like adamant, like I don't feel like I'm depressed. Now looking back, I'm like, yeah, girl, you were. But it was more like also the anxiety part of everything that I was going through. Like the anxiety was so freaking crippling that it also led to depression. So when I was reading reviews on Zoloft, it talked about so many people talking about panic disorder, panic attacks, and how, it was really hard, like when they first started taking it, but then once they adjusted to it, it was like life-changing for them, and they love it, and this and that. And so I was like, oh, like panic disorder, panic attacks, like all that, okay. So I was like, all right, well, let's do it. Like, let's, so I was really adamant that I wanted to continue on Zoloft, because I'm like, no, like, I don't think just the Wellbutrin alone is going to do it for me. So with me not feeling well after taking the Zoloft, and it had been 6 weeks, she said, all right, I think you need to either A, go out, like come off the Zoloft, and then we'll keep you on the Wellbutrin and take something else, like a newer medication. And I was like adamant because I've read all of the reviews on Zoloft, and it's been around for so much longer that I was just more comfortable taking the Zoloft and continuing to take it. So I said, let's go up on the Wellbutrin. And I'm telling you, I had an appointment with her on a Tuesday. That Wednesday, the Wednesday morning, I took the full dose, which was going up to from 150 to 300, and I immediately started feeling better. Like I mean, it wasn't like I was like, I'm feeling now, but I was like starting to do more. I started to feel a little more hope. And then as the days went on, I started to feel more and more and more better. Does that make sense? I started to feel better and better and better. And when I met with her again, I told her, I said, this is it, we're feeling great. And she was like, oh, this makes me so happy. Because she was like, I was worried about you. I was like, no, I was worried about me too. Like, it was really hard. And then, you know, just, I know like I'm responsible for my daughter. And like, obviously she's not like, ugh, mom, you suck, you have depression, you know, but like, I don't want her to see me like that. So it was very important that I get my health, my mental health in order. And I did that in 2024. So while 2024 was a very hard year, it was a year that had to happen. And you know how people always say like the hard times make you stronger, and like people, like once they're out of the hard times, they'll like be grateful for them. And when I was in that hard time, I was like, oh no, like I was just like not having any of that. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to listen to it. I would just like, no, get it away from me. Like make me sick. Like I'm never gonna be grateful for this shit. Never gonna be grateful for this. And now I look back and I'm like, no, I'm kind of grateful for it, because if I didn't go through that, then I wouldn't have gone through the process of trying to adjust my meds. And then I honestly don't know, like getting a job, if how long I would be able to keep a job with the crippling anxiety that I used to have anyway. So pray for me that it stays this way. And I know, like, yeah, like my goal obviously at some point in my life is to come off of all medication. But if it is something I'll have to be on the rest of my life, if it means me being anxious all the time, or me being able to live a happy life and feel like I can function, then I will take the medication. You know what I mean? So it's not like I was, and I think like I was like wanting to prove that, like make that up, like put that point across. It's like not that I'm against it. I was just like, I was scared too. Like I've had really bad experiences with antidepressants. So it was just it was really scary. It was really scary for me. So I did all the natural stuff and it still wasn't going away. So I was like, all right, let's try it. So yeah, I'm thinking so too, Kathy, because I think that would be the best bet. My eyebrows, like this one's up here and this one's down here, and it drives me nuts. Like sometimes I feel like they're even, and then sometimes I'm like, nope. But whenever I do get my eyebrows microbladed, micro shaded, whatever, they'll be able to make them even. So that, well, as even as they possibly can. So that's cool. And that'll be nice. Yeah, 100% A peeps. I'm so glad that I gave it a chance and I pushed through. Like, I'm so glad. I think it's going to be the best year for me too. But like ever since like 2019, I've been struggling, like, and it seemed like every year kept getting harder and harder and harder. But that's what healing is. Like healing is not easy. It's not, like, especially when you know, are doing it alone and you don't have, and I think that, you know, I had to be alone. That's why I say, like, I really do think I needed to be here. Like, I will never regret moving here. I think it was the best thing for me at the time. And who knows, like, maybe I'm just thinking, you know, maybe, who knows, maybe I will stay here. Like, we just don't know, you know, because a lot can happen between now and July. But with that being said, I'm really glad that I gave it a chance to, and those side effects, it was hard, but I'm glad that I stuck through, and I was adamant. Like, I was like, I am not giving up, gosh darn it. Hi, Margie. How are you? Thank you. I love it too. I'm like so like I literally just it just looks so good. I actually was thinking about going a little shorter here. I'm not gonna do it like now, but I am gonna keep it this length. You see how this kind of like, let me put my straightener in and see if I can straighten it out a little bit more. But there is that little side right there that just kind of like puffs out a little bit, and it kind of drives me a little crazy. See, like right there, it kind of like gets on the shoulder. So not that I'm gonna go like this week or anything. I'll wait for it to grow out a little longer, but I do want to keep it like this for a while, like this short, like even a little bit, probably like this, so that it doesn't even hit, my shoulders or anything. But yeah, that's the only thing I'm like, just a little bit right here. A lot of men mooch with a valid license. No, but could you imagine, like, ew, like being with a man that, like, not only is he mooching off of you, but he's also like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I love this. This is and it's from the drugstore. Okay, I have repurchased so many of them. It's the Maybelline Express Brow Ultra Slim Pencil, and I use the color medium brown. It is so freaking good. I think at Target it's like $9.99. Or actually it's cheaper at Target. It's not Sephora, but at Ulta it's $9.99. I think it's like $6.99 at Target, and it is the best freaking brow pencil that I've used. Like, you guys know, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills for years, and it was a great brow pencil. It was nicely pigmented. It was like, it went on nicely, all that stuff. But they had to have switched the formula or something, because I was buying it and I'm like, why can I not, like, I would go over and over and over and I'm like, why can't I see anything? I actually still have some in my like backup makeup that I can't use, and I wish I would have taken back, and it's too late now. But so I switched to this one because I researched and I was like, what's a good drugstore brow pencil? And it's this one, and it's inexpensive and it's so good. So yeah, I will highly recommend that one. I mean, unless they change the formula. If they change the formula of this, then obviously I'll have to find a new one. But until then, hopefully they won't. But it's a really, really good one. Oh, you're telling me to be honest. So tell them that I live here in North Carolina and that I'm looking to move back to Augusta. Joni, I've been wanting to do, okay, so I haven't found someone, because I know it's going to hurt. Like, I'm already anticipating, but I also have a high tolerance for pain, and I have a tattoo. I have a tramp stamp, and those apparently hurt. Like, they're supposed to hurt like really, really, really bad. Like, I don't know, like, anymore, like tramp stamp or wrist, like which one hurts more? I don't know. Do they hurt the same? Because if so, because me and the kids are going to get, when Ava turns 18, if we're still like wanting to, do you guys like that better, like kind of like curved under, or do you like it better like straightened out? Which one do you guys like better? I'm gonna leave it like that and let you guys vote. What was I talking about? I got sidetracked. Oh, the microshave. So yeah, I feel like it'll probably hurt, but they numb you, and I'm just like thinking about the fact that like I won't have to do my brows. Like I feel like between my lashes and my brows, that's what takes me the most time. And then I also like have this problem that I'm having with right now, where this brow is like higher, and then it drives me nuts. But it took me a really long time to find someone, because that is something you really have to trust who's doing your brows. And I was never able to really find someone with pictures that I really, really loved. But like I said, when I found my hairstylist and I asked her, I said, I told her, I said, your brows are amazing. And she said she gotten them micro shaded or black. I was like, who freaking did them? I need to know now. Like, it's so good. So, so, so good. So I have found the artist. It's just now like saving the money. So I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. It's just, like I said, a matter of like you know, like having the money to do it. So you would list my address near where the job is. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could totally move in 2 weeks. Girl, I moved an entire 3-bedroom house in, was it 2 hours or 4 hours? I can't remember. When I left my ex, I packed that entire place in hours by myself. So I'm like, yeah, I could move in 2 weeks. The gift of fear is life changing. Okay. Well, I'm definitely okay. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for suggesting that. I am definitely going to I'm definitely going to check that out and read it for sure. So thank you. Today is a phone interview and it's for a job in Georgia, and tomorrow's interview is in person. That's why my makeup is a little more heavy, because they're not going to see me, and this is my makeup for the day. Donna, thank you so much. I am too. I don't know. Okay. Someone's comment was hidden for review. Yes, the butterfly. Okay, y'all. I saw caterpillars and butterflies twice last year. You guys remember I saw it on my 50-pound, like when I put the 50 pounds I had lost back on my body. On that walk, I saw a caterpillar, and I don't just see caterpillars, okay? I can't tell you the last time. So you can't tell me that wasn't a sign from God. I can't tell you the last time I've seen caterpillars. It's seen butterflies all the time, but caterpillars, no. And I saw it was walking across our freaking path. And then I saw 2 butterflies after, like not immediately after, but after our walk, I saw the butterflies. And I'm like, you can't tell me that's not a sign. But then one time I was walking in the apartment complex, and I think it was when I was starting to feel the fatigue and starting to feel really tired and stuff. And like, it was the start of everything. I don't remember when it was. I don't think that Ava had gone. I think Control was still living here. I think Ava hadn't gone back to school yet. But regardless of when it was, I saw it again. I think it was like 1 or 2 caterpillars. I don't remember. I may have told you guys. And then I saw like 1 or 2 butterflies, and I was like, okay. So yeah, I love that, Sue, that you put that, because it just reminds me. Hi, Danish, Ali. Yeah, Adele, like me too. Like I know everyone can. It's like, it's huge. And it's so crazy because like so many people were like, because it's not that I felt like bad every single day. Like for the most part, I don't know which way I like better. I think both of them look good. Anyways, for the most part, like I just had bad days. Like, but anytime I had a good day, I took advantage of that, and I did as much as I could, like cleaning wise, filming wise, all that stuff. And obviously, like, I want to come on here as happy and as bubbly as I can, right? So those days I would, again, take advantage so I could at least be as bubbly as I could be. But like, people were like, oh, she's magically healed. And people were saying I was faking it. And I was like, yeah, no, that was not faking. But my therapist had told me, because, like I said, like I was stressed the whole entire year. And I think the stress really set all of it off. With the stress, she was telling me, like, you need to really figure out a way to figure out how to deal with the stress and the financial issues and like all the stuff, like to be okay with it and to just trust God. Like, you have to do it, because trust me when I say, you don't want to be forced into having to take a break or like having to rest, like your body, like basically like shutting down, which is what it did. She was warning me. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I could have gone about it in a different way, honestly. Like, I still can't tell you. I'm still questioning, how are you okay with, like, how do you be okay with like not knowing if you can pay your bills? You know what I mean? Like, it's so stressful. Happy New Year, Miss MMR. Thank you. It was really good. It was really good. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My Christmas was really good. It was great to have Contrell here. He left and went back on Saturday, and that was sad. And I was really sad. But yeah, they were immediately they already had plans to go into a movie. They went to go see the new Lion King. But yeah, I had a great Christmas. My parents were here. I had a great New Year's. So yeah. Thank you, Morgan. I am too. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Joni. I appreciate it. Y'all are making me feel so good. Thank you. Yeah, I would. Yeah. You have a butterfly, a blue butterfly. You have a trip in the early 2000s. Mine was I think I was 19. I got it in Savannah when I had she moved there? My friend had either moved there or we were visiting. I don't remember. No, I think we were visiting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I was 19 and it was just an impulsive thing. We walked by the tattoo parlor and I said, I'm gonna get a tattoo. And she was like, okay, let's go. And I was just like, okay. And so I went and I was like, I have no idea what I'm getting. I got this flower. It was yellow and it's faded like a no, I don't, what am I trying to say? It's faded. It's really, really faded. But me and the kids talked about wanting to get tattoos. I'm not going to share it because I don't want anyone to steal our idea. They probably found it on Pinterest or something. They're probably stealing other people's ideas. But yeah, like we're gonna get matching tattoos, which I think is so cool because like my kids want to get matching tattoos with me. Like how cool is that? But yeah, I have the tramp stamp too. So 1999 or 2000. You like it curved under? This right here, this, and I think it's doing it on both sides. I don't know. Sort of shame now. I feel like they're coming back in. Are they coming back in? Are people getting tramp stamps again? Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it. Yes. That's okay, Alicia. That's what I say too. Like I used to have great brows. Like if you look at Contrell's brows, those are my brows. Like I look at them all the time. You can't see them anymore because they're, his hair's gotten so long. One day he went and got his hair twisted. I couldn't even like it. Oh my gosh, he looked like a completely different person. He looked so, like he is so handsome, anyways, right? But his hair kind of hides his features a little bit, and with the twists, like you could see all of his hair was off of his face, and just so handsome. So anyways, he has my brows. Like those were my brows before I started going crazy in the 90s. And so I always had great brows, and now they're like okay. Like I still get compliments on them when they're like filled in and stuff. And even when they weren't, when I was like going to dance classes and stuff, people would be like, no, like you have great brows. Like yeah, they need to be filled in or whatever, but you have great brows. But like nothing like I used to. And yeah, like I will sit here. It probably takes me the longest because here I am like going again. Like it's driving me nuts today for some reason. And it's gonna save me so much freaking time. I know it is. And I'm just glad that I found the person that I want to do it because it's like, okay, like I feel like I'm getting there, because that's I feel like the biggest, well, that and the money, but that's the biggest thing that you have to, because you can't just trust anyone to do it, right? But it's gonna save me so much time in the morning. And on top of that, like you said, like you wear minimal, because I think like brows like really frame the face. So when they're looking good, like I feel like you can just go so minimal with your makeup and look good. So you think it looks more professional? I'm actually just doing a phone interview today, but I'm doing the in-person tomorrow. I want to on Wednesday actually curl my hair because I haven't curled it myself and it looked really cute curled. Like, see, here's the thing. when I went to the salon and she blow dried it and did a blowout, it was obviously straight. And I was like, I think it's too long. Like I don't really like it. I think you need to go up. Like it's hitting it's hitting here and it's gonna flip out. And I don't want it like this. And so another stylist came and she was like, well, if we cut it the way that you want it, like with the angle and this and that, it's going to be a completely different hairstyle and she's going to have to start you all over again. Like she's going to have to shampoo you. I don't know why can't you just, I don't know. I'm not a hairstylist, so I don't know. I didn't ask questions. I was just like, okay, like whatever. Cause they did keep telling me, like, if you don't like it, you can always come back. If you want to go shorter, like we would rather keep you longer and you sit with it for a couple of days, especially because I cut so much off, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, we'll do that. That's fine. She went to curl it. I was like, oh my gosh, like it looked great. Like I literally loved it. But the curls only lasted I mean, they did last a day, which was great. But the next day they were completely out and it looked crazy. And I was like, oh, so I was like, I already knew. That's another thing. I need my haircut. I need to like my haircut straight because that is what I wear my hair 99% of the time. I wear it straight. So with that being said, I need a haircut that's going to look good straight. And I feel like that haircut, well, it also looked good straight. It was just in that weird, awkward place. And it was a new haircut. I just didn't want it. It was just a little too long. So, but with it curled, obviously you curl it and it kind of shrinks up a little bit. It was perfect. So I loved it curled and it was a great length for it to be curled, but I'm a straight person. So, hi, Judy. How are you? Oh, you went out on a whim and got tattoos. I love that. I think a lot of us did. 1999, 2000. Yeah. It's a softer look. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the way I had it before too. No, Vanessa, but, I did see that on, what is it? Like, you can like rent it on Amazon or something? Amazon Prime. I did see it on my Roku. And I was like, ooh, that looks like a good movie to watch. So maybe we'll watch that together. Because while he's in, they're always talking about like it sounds real cultish, and it really does. Because the rules that they have for them, they're not allowed to date. They're not allowed to like listen to secular music. They're not allowed to watch any movie that's not PG, and even still, like PG movies have to be approved PG-13. Like they're not really supposed to be watching it all, but again, some of them they can, but again, it has to be approved. So, anyways, I was looking at that and I was like, oh, I want to watch it with him, and that would be a movie we could watch together. So, me and Ava wanted to watch Squid Games. We had to wait until Control left. We watched it well, we did it in 2 days, but it was so good. But it's so graphic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I say that too. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm scared, Ashley, because I'm like, honesty is the best policy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would have to be a quick turnaround. Yeah, no, Judy, beach waves for sure. Like, that's how she kind of did it. Like the first time, I didn't like how she curled this cut. But like I said, I wanna curl it myself. Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay, cool. One of my subscribers, so sweet. She like shared with me. Like y'all are like so sweet to me. Amazing. Like it's amazing the kindness that I have seen over the years from you guys. But she had shared like logins, so I have like her login to Netflix. So thanks, girl. I appreciate it. That's how we're able to watch stuff. Cause I don't, girl, you add up all them subscriptions and whew, it looked really good by the description. So I'll definitely, he's doing a fast this month. So it starts today. He's doing a liquid fast. I don't remember how long he said he's doing a liquid fast for, but he's also going to be doing the Daniel fast. And then he's also going to be doing a 1-day water fast. Whew. So I told him that he needs to start coming over for dinner. And I made some soup the other day. And I told him you could still come over on your liquid fast because you can eat the soup. And then when he's on the Daniel fast, like I can just make some roasted potatoes and I don't know what else. Whatever. What's weird is, well, not what's weird, but like what's gonna be difficult for him is that he don't even eat fruits and vegetables like that. Like I will get fruits. Me and Ava love fruits. We will eat them, and I mean I will get like mango, blueberries. She doesn't really eat bananas, but like oranges, like stuff like that, and it'll be gone. Like whatever I buy, she and I eat up within a week. And sometimes I have to tell her like, oh, don't eat too much, because she will eat fruit all day long. So, but him on the other hand, he doesn't really like many fruits. I mean, it's not that he doesn't like them; he just doesn't eat them. He likes pears and he likes grapes. So it's gonna be interesting for him to. And then also, it's like kind of expensive. And they have like this certain amount for their stipend. And it's going to be interesting because I think he's going to probably have to pay like money out of his pocket. But maybe not, because that's all. He's not going to be buying meat or any of that stuff. So maybe. But. Oh, really? Oh. Thanks for letting me know. I will definitely have the tissues ready. Oh yeah, lentil. That's okay. So I have on my bingo card. And I'm still doing bingo cards, you guys. I'm not doing it for my membership anymore because I honestly feel like, I don't know. I get real excited about these bingo cards, but I also wasn't feeling good either. So maybe it was like I wasn't hype about it, so they weren't hype. I don't know, but I just stopped doing the bingo cards for the membership, and I'm just like back to doing them for myself. And so I have on here that I ate vegetarian for a week, and I want to try lentils, and I want to try a lentil soup. There's like a I don't know, there's a couple of recipes that I have that I want to try out. So that's something that I could make for him too, and for us. I don't know that Ava would like it, but yeah, it's like super lentils, I know, are like super high in fiber, protein, and he can eat, because that's another thing I forgot on the Daniel fast. He can also have beans, fruits, vegetables, I think like a little bit of like pure oils. I was telling him he could do salads. Like I was trying to get him to do the salad of the summer. Obviously I don't think he'd be able to do the dried cranberries, but like the spring mix, and then you could make your own vinaigrette and stuff like that. But he was kind of like, eh. I was like, I'm telling you, it's good. What are you doing, Bella? Bella's over here. You'd love to hear his movie review. You know what I should do? I should go live with him one day. Like, we'll watch the movie and then we can do that. We can talk about it, but we can also, you guys can ask him questions and he can just kind of talk to you guys about, he's been doing so well. That's what is making me be like, because I want to be selfish and I want him all to myself, and I don't want him to like grow up, and I don't want him to go do this, and I don't want him, you know what I mean? But also the mom in me is like so proud of him. I'm so happy for him. It makes my heart so happy. It makes my heart so happy that he's thriving as much as he is, and he's enjoying it as much as he is, because he deserves it, and he's had a tough, I can't imagine what my kids are going through with their dad. And I was actually, when he was talking in the vlog about his dad, I was actually like in my bedroom doing something. So I actually didn't hear what he was saying. And I didn't hear it until I was editing it. And I was just like, I have a hard time with forgiveness with this man when it comes to not just what he put me through, because Emotional abuse is something that it takes a really long time, and it takes a lot of work to work through. But just the abandonment of them, and like I could imagine, like if my dad abandoned me, like would I don't know if I could feel the way that he feels. And I don't know, he just has such a great heart. And I just pray for my kids all the time, because again, I can't imagine not having your dad in your life, and like what that must feel like, you know. um I'm grateful, and I'm sure they're grateful that they always had me, but it's still hard to know. So yeah, it was beautiful what he said though. It made me smile, and it also made me sad to hear him say that too though. But you know, I want to go visit Greece. You know, somewhere in Greece is like the best, like the healthiest place. I don't know where, but it was voted the healthiest place, and people like live to like 90 and 100. And it's because of their lifestyle and the way that they eat. The Mediterranean diet is the best diet to have. It's a very, I mean, in America here, it's challenging because, I mean, I've done it before and the food is really good. But yeah, anyways, I have found some where'd the comment go? Greek lentil recipes. I don't know that Contrell loves Greek food though, so I would probably try it for myself though. Oh, Vanessa, that makes my heart so happy. He really is. Like, I told him, because he was saying something, and I said, I always knew. Like, I just always knew. He wants to do so much for people, and he has such a huge heart. And he was saying something, and I said, no, that is your God-given gift, because you literally were born that way. Like, born. I mean, obviously, like when you're a baby and stuff, it's you're not really like, you don't see it. But when he started talking and being around people, and the way he used to compliment people and women, and just me, and like always hype me up, and like his sister, and how like there was not an ounce of jealousy when she came. Like, not an ounce. He was just like, what can I do? I love her so much. Like, he was obsessed with her. He's just a very, very, both of my kids are so amazing. I love them so much. But yeah, he's got the biggest heart that I've ever seen out of anyone. And I love that you say that he touches people through the screen, because he's still kind of like, what do I want to do with my life? I'm not really sure. I don't really know. And so with him just kind of like on that path of like still not really knowing, because he's so talented in so many things. Like, I mean, you guys, like, hello, you know, and he's really talented in like graphic design and all that kind of stuff. But he was mentioning the other day, he said, maybe I'll do social media. And you know, that makes my heart happy, because obviously, like, I love it. I love social media, and it can do a lot of good for people, you know. And I know my kids doing social media, if they choose to do it for themselves, they would do it in a way that's going to help people. You know what I mean? I don't think that they're going to like, a lot of people can like get these like offers and kind of sell out. And it's just a lot of things that can happen with like lots of money can become involved, right? But I think that they are like so grounded, and I don't think that they would go through that. But on top of that, like he could do so much for people. And like you saying that he touches people through the screen is, I don't know, like maybe that's his path. You never know. I told him, I said, how cool would it be? You have a very successful YouTube channel. Ava has a very successful YouTube channel. I have a very successful YouTube channel. We all do YouTube, but we all do different things. And we don't do it like, it's not a family YouTube thing. Like, it is all, we all have, like, how cool would that be? Like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a YouTuber. What do you do? I'm a YouTuber. What do you do? I'm a YouTuber. Oh, y'all all work together? No, y'all have our own separate things that we do and that we film. That would be really cool. But they do have, you know, I obviously can tell them. They probably would be telling me stuff. If they start doing YouTube and stuff or social media, they'll start telling me stuff. Well, this is how you need to do, and this is what you need to do. But yeah. Yeah. I told him, I said, you don't have to. I said, but I think people would really like to have an update on how you're doing. And you know, if you're not comfortable, like I'm not forcing you or anything. He was like, no, like absolutely. Like I want to tell people, you know, and so yeah, I was happy that he wanted to do it. Um, so yeah, he is a very bright light in this world. Yeah. Wait, what? It's in the blue zone. You said your life taught you to forgive. Oh, yeah, forgive for your mental health, but never forget. Yeah. Huh. I like that. I know they always say like forgiveness is always for yourself, so that you can move on. My fear, I'm not gonna lie, is when I start dating, I think a lot of issues are gonna start coming up. And I think it's gonna take, well, obviously it's gonna take the one that I'm meant to be with for me to like, only he is going to be able to, like, I guess only we are going to be able to work on that. And I know like I have to work on that by myself, but like I said, there's only so much I can do on my own not being in a relationship. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's going to come up because I don't have to deal with anything right now, like as far as like, where's my man at? Is he on social media? Is he cheating? Like I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about why he didn't call. Did he lie? Is he lying? Like, I don't, you know, so I just feel like that stuff is going to come up and it's kind of scary. So I don't know, but it is 10:42. Oh, you're in Greece. Girl, yes. Okay. I will come visit. Heck yeah, I do want to go visit. I was actually talking to Ava because you guys know I deal with, obviously, like I deal with weight and stuff like that. And I was like, I would love to go to a place that's really healthy and their lifestyle is healthy and they are really big on community because I think that's important. That's so important is having community. And I know that I think Italians and maybe a lot of people over there in Europe will like their lunchtime is like very important and their family time and their friend time is very important and work isn't like put on a pedestal like it is here in America. And like life is just simpler there. And I would love to experience that. I would love to experience where, you know, there's not so much like addictive stuff added into our food. And, you know, a place where you walk more and it's not like a necessity to have a car. I actually told my kids when they move out, I want to, depending on where I am in my life, I would love to like go up to New York City and move there just for 6 months to try it out to see. But I think I would do really well in a place where I don't use my car as much and I have to either rely on public transportation and walking. I think it would be really good. So, yes. Oh, I would love to come to Greece, like seriously. Yeah. Well, like it's I mean, it's a lot easier like when you probably have like better like you know, the food plays a big part into like our mental stuff and you know, there's research about like the food dyes and the colorings and all that stuff with kids and ADHD and like all of these things. So I just think that that in general is like big too. Like there's so many things that are banned in other countries that we're still using in our food. So I think it would be really cool to live in another country and like well, I don't know live, but I mean, I don't know. I told Ava, I was like, I could see myself because it did come up. I don't know exactly where it is in Greece, but in that little island, they say that people like live, that's where they live. The longest living people are from there because it's their lifestyle and what they eat and stuff like that. So that too, what you pay is like, it's so different. Yeah, you cook everything, nothing's processed. Yeah. And don't you guys, do you like, you value, like, it's like really important to have like the family, the friends, the community. Here, like, everyone's just so busy and they have their own things. And, you know, I don't know where I saw something about, I think it was in Italy, where they like take time, like it's very important for them to, I think it was when I was researching the Mediterranean diet. But it's very important, they take like long lunch hours, and they'll, you know, have like, it's like their dinner. Like, I think that their lunch is bigger than their dinner. But anyways, I've got to get ready for this phone interview because it's in 14 minutes. Um, oh, so you actually live in the island. Okay, well that's cool. Yes, we need to talk, girl. I would love to come visit for sure. Because I want to taste the food. I hear that the food in Greece is actually really, really, really good. And people always talk about, like, with the pastas and stuff in Italy, how they may have issues here in the United States, but they go over there and it just tastes so much better. And on top of that, they don't have any stomach issues, no bloating, no none of that stuff. So it's just crazy to think about, like, how much that, I mean, and it affects so much. So anyways, I will keep you guys updated on the job interview, and obviously, like, I will keep you guys updated on what I decide to do. I guess it'll just kind of happen as I talk, like, whether I mean, I do need to mention that I'm in North Carolina, but I'm also like, I don't want it to hurt my chances. So we'll see. But yeah, wish me luck. And I'm vlogging. I'll be vlogging this, and then I'll also be vlogging tomorrow. So you guys will be updated. But yeah, it was so much fun going live with you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you're having a great new year. And wish me luck for my interview. Bye, y'all. Oh, it's up here.